Could you please state and spell out your full name?
Rithy Krouch. RithyKrouch.
What year were you born?
1965. That is the legal paper in the United States. That's not my real age, though.
What do you mean that's not your real age?
Well, during the camp, whoever do the paper for us and asking Jay what age, what time, what year, she doesn't remember. So during the Khmer Rouge, we lost all that paper, birth certificate, and everything. So they make up a new age. Even that, we drop about 2 to 3 years old of age. And another thing is, if you drop the age, you can come to the United States and enter school. So go to school. And even the older people drop their age. Ye drop her age to everybody. So some people, I heard, they drop up to 5 or 6 years of age, but we only have 2 to 3 years. But we know our age, real age, by animal that we born to. Like I am a rabbit, and my sister snake, and so on. So we know when we were born, but don't remember the date or the month.
Where were you born?
In Phnom Penh, Cambodia.
Where did you grow up?
In Phnom Penh, Battambang.
Did you move around a lot?
We did. Spices upon. No, don't remember much.
What was life like back then?
It was good until the war. So 19... No, I don't remember. Forget.
What were your favorite memories before the war?
Study a lot. Study a lot. Wake up early in the morning. Try to memorize my timetable. Study.
What did your family do for work?
Mom is homemaker and dad is working for the government. He was don't remember much, but one time I noticed he's moving to one of the states. He was I forget all of it.
Where were you when the Khmer Rouge took over?
In Battambang. Town is Domna. No, Kagate. That's the town that we lived in.
What do you remember from that day?
Remember, go to work a lot every morning, every day, go to work until late, come back home. And we not live together, we separated. I live in the jungle with a group, like maybe 20 people there. A lot of children, only adult, like 5 or 6 people. We grow corn, raise corn, pick corn when it really ripe, and then we taking the seed out of the, what do you call it? Out of the fruit, taking the seed out of the husk. Yeah, remember stealing it raw when I be in that cornfield, scaring the bird. If we see the bird, we have to yell it out loud, scare it all out, and remember stealing corn and eat it. And then afraid doesn't know where to put the husk, and we dive into the water, the pond, on the lake, trying to hide it, bury it under the ground, under the mud. And then we grow vegetable, and then my job is for 2 people walk into the jungle and find mushroom. We walk far. And now that I'm thinking of it, I can't believe we find the way back home. We sing the whole time. And then if we saw one mushroom, we saw a lot, we see a lot. So we pick, and then just one area itself, like full basket, we have to carry it on our head, back. And then the next morning, do it again. That's another job. And I remember they hunt monkey. I remember they killed the mother and the baby. It lived under my house, and I see that baby every day, and I sneak something to feed that baby monkey. And they cook it and we ate it. I didn't know. I never remember we ate monkey, but I think we ate monkey. They burn all their hair out, and they like having their leg and their arms sticking out like a person. But I think we ate monkey.
Why did they have to hide the food?
We have to hide it because you're not supposed to have anything. Everything that you have, it have to given by the Khmer Rouge. They call something, but I don't remember what they call now. They call it mud. It have to given by them. You're not supposed to find anything or grow anything. If you do grow something or find something, you have to put it in the group. So everybody would share that, whatever you have. And never enough food to eat. Never enough food to eat.
Who gave you your job duties and how long did you have to work?
It is the Khmer Rouge people. They give my job. You work for 3 days, you work for 5 days, you work for a week, one position at a time. But working every day from 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, they have the um, people waking up and then get ready and walking to the job. And I remember when I walk into that place, the tall grass, it's really taller than about 6 feet or so, the grass on both sides. And in the middle, only the track of the wagon, of the cow wagon or buffalo wagon. And then I would walk on that path, and the grass is so tall, and you feel like a tiger or a lion will jump at you and eat you up right there and then. But dew on that tall grass, it's so wet. We walk through it until the sun shines and then dry us up. And then every day it's just like that.
When did you realize that things were getting bad in your village?
Every day. Every day is really bad. We didn't know how to make a lot of stuff. We don't know how to. When they give us to grow rice, I don't know how to grow rice. And I scare of leeches. Grow rice, you're supposed to hold a couple of rice stalk and push it with your thumb in the ground, and then this hand would bury it. And I didn't know how to do that. So I hold the rice and I put the whole hand in there, like push it down to the ground. But when I left my hand up and then the rice flowed up, it never stayed in the ground. So I tried so hard to do it, and they do it so quickly. They gave us 3 rows to do it. And mine is way up there and they are way back there. But one of my friends, she's so nice. When she come too far and she cut me off and she helped me plant it behind me. And so on, so for me to catch up with her.
Who was that friend?
I don't remember her name. Don't remember her name at all. And yeah, don't remember.
How did you know that the Khmer Rouge were coming?
We don't know until that day. They just came in and then they announced all the people have to move out from your house, from your city, from your town. Have to move out. You can't live in the city. You can't live uh, uh, in the town, in the village anymore. You have to move out. You have to go. You will be coming back in 3 days. But for now, move out. Move. You have to move out. You have to get out. So everybody, we packing a little bit of clothes and a little bit of rice and a little bit of food. So we marched down on the road, the main road, full of people packed. So many people because we all coming together and go. We don't know where to go. Just go. So when we get to where it is, we didn't know that where we're gonna go, but we go. We get out from that city, and then they said, now it is time for you to get out from the road. Go about a mile from the big main road to the field. So they said, this is where you're staying. It's just not me, just not only us and a lot of people. They put the place in a row in the field for you to stay. So we went and they give us a place, an area, not really a place. So we then put everything together. We went to find wood, find something to build a little shed or a little house. So to stay. We didn't have nothing at all. Oh, I remember on the way, we walking about 2 days, and then we don't have any more rice. I remember grandma take something to trade in for a big pot of caw, the Khmer soup. Um, we call it caw, um, um, pork. So we have those and rice. She trades something, probably jewelry or something. So we got those 2 big pots to eat with among us. So otherwise we would starve right there and then. So we built a little house and then we used to live in the city. We never go out and poop outside or pee outside. We would be everything inside. So my brother said, no, he doesn't want to go use the bathroom because the sky might fall down. He see the sky in the water. He looked down and said, no, I'm not pooping there. He went back and pooped next to the house. Yeah, that's the first time we went there. I think we stayed there. I don't know how long. And then we keep moving. We're not staying in one place. We stay there, work. And then they said, okay, this area is done. We have to move to another place, do something else. And then we move to another place and do something else. That time we still in, all of us still in together. And then when we move here, move there, we never stay together.
What town was it?
That is in Ba'ate, Kajate. Town they call Kajate in Battambang, yeah.
How did you guys separate?
They said I am a certain age, they want you to get out. from 5 years old and up, you have to have work, something to do. But in our time, it's only me and Tha and Krishna, not Sayha though. So 3 of us get out and work, and I'm the oldest. So my sister and my brother, we not stay together either. I'm my age, they put in a group my age, my sister and her age, my brother and his age. So we do something, all of us do something. Either carry rice stalk when they cut rice, when rice is ripening. So we cut, and then all the children will carry on their head 1 bundle or 2 bundles of rice stalk, drop it off in the town, and then go back and forth, back and forth. And you can't stop and catching crab, you can't stop catching fish. You have to keep moving or you get in trouble.
What does the Khmer Rouge do when you get in trouble?
They make you either carry rice all night or you work overtime. Sometimes you get beat up, they will hit you. But and also you would do both. They hit you and also you work more time when you don't have a break. If they see you, if they don't see you, you can get away from it. Yeah.
How did you know if Khmer Rouge soldiers were good or bad?
They're all bad. The Khmer Rouge, they're all bad. They never good. They yell at you, they hit you, they threatening you to kill you. They not feeding you. They ban you from eating. They're all bad. No one is good.
How old were the Khmer Rouge?
The Khmer Rouge, some of them is so young as me. Um, some of them are really, really young. They carry gun. The gun is longer than themselves. They carry it. I think it's AK-47. It's so long. It's longer themselves. They drag the gun when they're walking. So they're not afraid to kill you. They're not afraid to hurt you.
How old were you during that time?
I am about 12 years old.
Were you able to visit your siblings?
Um, I have to ask permission to come. So whoever in that group, whoever the leader in your group, you ask if you could go home. They asking why. And you can't say you miss them. You can say if they're sick, if they are something's wrong, not miss them. So they said, okay, you can go in 2 weeks. So so 2 people can come because so far away from home. They give you 2 people. So I remember when I harvest corn and I sneakingly um take the seed and ask them to use the toilet to go our house. And then they said, okay. So when I went, I'm sneakingly bury corn somewhere on the way. When I come home, then I have something to bring back home. Not much, but something.
How long were you able to spend with your family?
Normally they said 1 day, but I can stay a couple of days.
When did you reunite with your family?
When the Khmer Rouge left, the Vietnamese came in, and we know that first we don't know we have to go with the Khmer Rouge because they said Vietnamese come in, they will kill all of us. You have to come with us. So Khmer Rouge taking us with them, so the Vietnamese will not kill. If they kill the people too. So we went along with the Khmer Rouge until one of the guys said, it is time to go if you want to go out from the Khmer Rouge group. So that guy, I don't know his name either. He came and told grandma that if she wanted to get away from Khmer Rouge. So he hired. We asked the Khmer Rouge to use our house again. So one by one, we go hide in the bush, not come back until late at night. And Khmer Rouge heard the gun shooting somewhere, and then they said, go, go, go. So we all went again, but we didn't go. We were hiding in the bush. All of us hiding in the bush, different bush, by the way. So we hide, and then when the Khmer Rouge all left, the guy said, come, 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 hurry up, hurry up. So we swim in the water. Some of us doesn't know how to swim, so he carry us out of the water, and then we keep running opposite side of the Khmer Rouge. If they see us, we all would have been killed, but they didn't see us. So we all escaped from the Khmer Rouge. And we walking so many hours, so many days. We were walking day and night. On the way, we see one lady, old lady. I guess they don't want her anymore. She was on the road, have all ants on her face. And my sister gave her water. And she said, no, don't give me water. You keep it yourself. I will be okay. And then we sit there and brush off the ants from her face, the flies, and just laying there in the middle of the road, the middle of the path. Yep.
What are some positive memories you have about life in Cambodia?
I remember I lived with my aunt. She just passed, by the way. She's 96 years old. She just passed, what, a couple of months now. I remember I lived with her when my dad moved to work in some city in Phnom Penh. And then my mom went back to Cambodia. So we all separated. And three of us, me, Rithy, and Krishna, were living with my aunt in Swaziland. So mom's supposed to come back, but she couldn't come back that time. She got stuck there because Khmer Rouge there won't let her get out, but she escaped from the Khmer Rouge. So she came. Yeah, she came back. We all back together again. I remember lived with my aunt. Every morning they carry something to sell. Every morning they selling everything: potatoes, sweet potato, corn, beans, some dessert, some num pichok, some whatever it is, fish, meat, vegetable. Every morning they would carry it out walking. And then they were called out, okay, sweet potato, or yam. They call out what they carry, what they have. So my aunt usually asking me, what do you like to eat today? Do you want to eat this? No. Do you want to eat that? No. And then when, like, by almost noon, then they stop selling. Everybody done. Then I remember I was crying, nothing to eat. And she said, well, you said you don't want it. I don't know what I wanted to eat. And I remember the first time I went there to live with my aunt, I cried all night. What I'm crying for pillows. They don't have pillows for me. So I'm asking for pillow to use. And I learned so many things there that I don't have in the city.
What refugee camp did you arrive to?
We Krouch camp, but before Krouch camp, we have another camp. I couldn't think of the name right now. But then we escaped from that camp. Somebody told grandmother the UN people will come and get you to Krouch camp. And Kavidang camp would have everything for us, so that we don't have to worry about food, shelter, or whatever it is. So they said the bus will come a certain time. So get ready, and the bus come, you will get on it. So grandma did that. She's we live in the first camp for a month, I believe. It was horrible. It was really bad. So the first camp that we arrived to, we hear bombing, gun shooting around us. And every time we hear bombing, we jump into the ditch to be safe. But so yeah, that was horrible in that camp. No food, no water. We have to go find it for miles and miles. And we have to buy everything if we can't find it. So grandma gathered all the stuff and put it and waiting for the bus to come. And the Khmer soldier that for that camp doesn't want us to come, doesn't want us to leave that camp. They said we are running away from home to go to the border of Thai and Khmer, which is Kavidang. So grandma pushed all of us get onto the bus, and then she got herself on the bus with a couple of bags of clothes. And then we took that bus to come to Kavidang. And when we arrived in Kavidang, they have rows and rows of people there, but no house yet. So they gave us plastic to put for the roof. They gave us some wood to put the something to build a house. Not really a house, but we call it a house. First we have plastic to cover us, and then they gave us the leaf, whatever they call it. I don't remember. So to build a roof. So somebody in that group, we have one big long row for one group, and then another rows for another group. So face to face. And then back to back, rows after rows of family. So we have 7 people in our family, and we don't have any men to do it. We're all, my brothers are young, and I, the oldest one, but couldn't do anything much. So they, in that group, they help us build the house. First, we have to cut all that bamboo shoot off the ground. That bamboo shoot is hurting so much if you step on it. It's just like a needle. It's just like we call it break down, break. I don't know what they call it in English. Anyway, so we build a house and everything give it to us. And my mom was the head of the group, even though she doesn't know how to read or write. She read a little bit, but because she's so nice, she's never get mad about anything. So they take her as the leader of that group. So she's in charge of giving ration to the family in that group.
Who was with you at the camp?
My 6 brother and sister and my mom.
What about your dad?
Dad is not here with us. He passed away, yeah, during the Khmer Rouge. I remember during the Khmer Rouge, I came home. During the Khmer Rouge, in the evening, we all got together and playing drums and singing. And I always doing drums and sing. And we get together and we dance and stuff around the fire. And then one guy, he came to me and said, they take your dad away. He's no longer here. And then I ran back to my house and cried. And then he came and said, don't cry. If you cry out loud, they hear and they're gonna know what's happening to you and who tell you that. So he said I don't want him to get in trouble. So I cried and cried myself, not yelling out loud. So I cried quietly. And then I went to ask them to go home. So they give me 3 days. It is difficult. I never have I cry a lot. Mhm. We it is difficult even during the Khmer Rouge. Grandma have to take care of all of us. Like she have 6 children. She taking care of all of us without my dad. It's difficult.
Was it hard on her as a mother?
They get mad at her. They wanted to take her too because she's complaining about they didn't tell her the truth, that they taking him. They let her and wondering where he is. He's in the cow group, and first the I think the buffalo come first. They have two groups, buffalo and the cow. So my dad was in the cow. So the buffalo one, oh, the cow came first, I think, and then all the cow rows by row, line by line, so long, like from the morning until late at night. And then one guy bring my dad stuff to give it to my mom, and the pillowcase with all his stuff, um, and then the kettle with some crab in it. So they took him before he's supposed to come home. The buffalo group come home. So waited, all the children wait. Grandma steal chicken, boil some chicken soup. He did. Oh, so grandma know when they give her. When they give her a pillowcase and all the stuff, so grandma know. But whoever in charge with that group doesn't want to tell truth. So um, during the meeting, they usually have a meeting almost every night, complaining about this, complaining about that, complaining about whoever does not work hard enough, um, pretend they were sick or something. So they I forget what I want to say. So um they have a meeting before lunchtime. So when we eat lunch, we eat in the group. They have a bell that they ring when it is time to eat. So everybody go to the place to eat. When we eat, they have a meeting before we eat. They said, oh, somebody complaining or still wanted to keep the bad Khmer or something like that. And then Mama stood up and she said, she doesn't want to keep the Khmer if he's bad, but to tell her the truth, that's what she get mad about. So they said nobody ever argue or talk back. So Mom was standing up and talking back to them in the big group. So they get mad with her about that. They didn't take her because they have so many children. They almost taking her, and we have people. We know this around our house all the time. We see people just standing there or sitting there like a spy. Want to know we are going to be escaped or something. So it is hard. Yeah. And plus when we're moving to somewhere and he's never there. Grandma went back. The first time she went to Cambodia, she going to that. And asking around if they know where is this girl. But they said, oh, it's over there under that um tree. And somebody said, oh, over there under that tree. So Mom have somebody look at it and taking her there, but she couldn't, no, she didn't find any bone or anything.
What did you do in the camp for work?
Picking corn, growing corn. We don't have the machine like here. Growing corn, I was the one that poking the ground, have a long stick about my height and pound the ground. So they have a hole about um 2 inches. And then somebody behind me would put 3 seeds in that hole and then they bury it with their feet. So I will poke the ground and we take turns when I'm tired to poking ground and we take turns back and forth to grow.
That's in the refugee camp, or
That's in Khmer Rouge camp.
what about in the refugee camp?
Refugee camp, I was um, learning a lot, typing, learn how to type, learn how to sew, learn how to knit, learn how to crochet, learn how to I learned a lot. And I was applying for the teacher position and I got a job teaching 3rd grade in the camp.
What did you teach?
Teaching Khmer, teaching everything, reading, writing, math, history. So whatever it is about teaching, it would be in that class, one class. Not, okay, English here, math there. No, only in one class.
What about your siblings? What did they do?
My sibling went to school, and my other sister also teaching kindergarten. Yeah, and they all go to school. They went to school, yeah.
When did the Americans arrive to the camp?
They're already there. The UN people already there. So we have American, we have friends, we have Australia, we have Canada, we have all different nationality there, the teachers. Water have to brought in, food have to brought in, everything have to brought into the camp. And we have enough. And when I was teaching, I have point. They don't give money. I get point. So those point I can buy toilet paper, I can buy sarong, and I can buy food. I can buy whatever that on that list that I need. So it was pretty good. And Mom have she bought a stand for sewing, seamstress. She sold people, I think that's the only one of her doing that. So she has so many clothes, so many stuff to make for people. And we don't go buy stuff. Everything that we need, we made. We buy the material and we make our own. So my mom was good. And they know us from our clothes. We have so many outfits that stand out. So everywhere we go, people own the jewelry store in Lowell, and they said, "Oh, who doesn't know a theater from their outfit?" Which is nice to hear, to know. So,
What made you guys decide to come to the United States?
Because for a better life, even though a camp is good, but not everybody moving out. Everybody, they have another camp. They call Sihanouk Sam camp. So some people would take the bus, go back home. And so Grandma said she had to go to United States. She wanted to come to United States. So she looking for her relative, like Pumaid. They came here before the war. So she know that they here already. So she looking for them to sponsor us. So,
Who helped you come?
everybody help us come. We decided to come to Amherst because Yeriam, ông Tha's mother-in-law, she's already here, and she said she tell Elaine to go look for us. She know that we were with her that time, but she had a sponsor first, so she came first. And she know that we still in the camp, so she said, go get us. So Elaine go and sponsor us, and we came to live in Amherst with Yeriam. We didn't go to California.
Who was Elaine?
Elaine is my sponsor. She went back and forth to Cambodia. She helped a lot of refugee people. Her name is Elaine Kansas Abel. No, Elaine Kansas.
What was life like settling in Amherst?
The first time I arrived in Amherst, it was smelling so bad. The smell of the air, the smell of the people, the smell of the house. It just smells so bad. It smells cheese, it smells butter, it smells, even though we eat a little butter, we know, but it just smells different, completely different smell. And I stay in my room a lot because of the smell. Then get used to it a little bit at a time. I remember I can't eat anything because of the smell of cheese and stuff. I only eat ice cream with baguette. You put ice cream in there. It tastes so good. Every day that's what I eat.
How old were you when you came to the U.S.?
I think it's 19 years old.
You said you aged down. People were aging down to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do the same?
Yeah. I didn't go to school because I have my kids. I didn't enter high school, enter elementary school because nobody watching him. So I went to GED class instead. And they have daycare there, and I study there.
You said you had a son. Where was he born?
He born in Philippines. We stay in Philippines after the Cambodian camp, and then we moved to another camp, which is I don't remember. And then we leave that camp and we moved to Philippines. We stayed there for 7-8 months.
And then you moved to the U.S.?
Mm-hmm. Then we moved to the U.S.
How was the community in Amherst towards the incoming Cambodian refugees?
Very nice. Very, very nice. They help us so much. They bring clothes. They help us with everything. And each one of my brother and sister, they have their own sponsor. And when I came, I lived with Elaine, Kansas for quite a while. Then I have my own apartment.
What year did you arrive in Amherst?
1984 in May.
What were your first impressions?
Good. I think it's good.
Did you like the area?
I like the area. Yes. Um. Mhm.
What about the different geology and like how everything looked different? Did you?
I think that only the trees that look different. It's different kind of trees. Um. Otherwise, it would be the same. The mountain would be the same.
What was difficult about living in Amherst after you arrived?
Most difficult is I don't think I have any difficulty about anything except I can't eat the American food yet. But I'm happy to be like freedom. I didn't hear any gun. I didn't hear any bad stuff, robber to come every night to steal, to rape, to whatever it is, kill. We didn't hear of that. So I know it is freedom and I'm happy.
Why couldn't you eat the food there?
Because it smell. we I used to go, I live with Elaine, and then every time it is I used to go to grandma's house and get food from her house, or sometimes we went to stay there all day and then come back to stay with Elaine.
Who cooked in the house?
Ông chồng cook in the house. If I go to Ye's house and Ye cook at her house.
Did you ever learn to cook? Or did you ever cook anything?
I never learned how to cook, but I know how to cook. Something, but not something. I don't know how to cook cà tiêu. I don't know how to cook slaw curry. A lot of stuff that I don't know how to cook. Maybe I'm lazy. Doesn't like cooking.
How were the seasons back then? How did you like those? Like the winters, and how did it differ from Cambodia?
Even in May when we come, it was freezing. I remember to get jacket and stuff, wearing sweater, coat, wrapping around. Never like winter. And it's only, I feel like only 3 months that get hot. Other than that, but now I used to it. Sort of like it 4 seasons. I like fall, I like winter. Even though it's cold, but I like to see snow. Summer, spring.
What jobs did you get when you came to Amherst?
I don't have any job. My job is to go to school and taking care of my son. Until later on, then I get a job as a para-professional. So that's the only job I have, actually.
What about your husband? What did he do?
My husband went to school in Springfield, the tech school, the
Sci-tech?
in Springfield. Learn how to be a bricklayers and stuff. Then he get a job for that. He have his own business doing that.
What about now? What do you do?
Now he's not doing anything except in the summer we doing corn for 2 months or 3 months of that. That's about it. He doesn't have a job anywhere.
How does that work, the corn business?
We ask the farmer to grow a certain kind of corn, the Asian corn especially. So he grow it for us, and when it is time, we pick it, we take it to low to sell it. And sometimes we stay there all day to finish up the sale. And then do it again the next day all over again.
Where is Lowell?
Lowell in Massachusetts. That's number 2 Asian or Cambodian, I believe, in Lowell, Massachusetts. That's why we take this Asian corn to sell there. There's a lot of Asian live there. That's why we take it there. It's about an hour and a half drive there.
What made you get into corn?
At first, grandma was working in the field. This guy, field farmer, and he had corn that left over. It's corn is buggy, I believe, the worm in there. So when corn have worm, they reject it somehow. I don't know what the problem is. So he can't sell. He wanted to chop it up. And then grandma said she will buy it. How much is it? And then he said 100. So we got, I don't know how many acres, but we take the corn, and grandma said, because we have a dump truck, she said, to my husband said, take the corn to sell, bring your dump truck, we pick it. So all of us pick it. My Krishna helping, Saya helping, and I drive sometimes. Would he drive? And that's the first time we have corn, and then we take it to Rhode Island and go and sell at home. So row by rows we sell it. We call all the Cambodians come, and when we stop at one house, and so they call each other to come and buy corn. So we sell all of it. And then we do it again and do it again. And then That's how we start. We didn't meant to do it, but it happened to do it. They get us started.
Did you choose to become a citizen?
Yes.
How come?
That time when we work, I noticed everywhere I go, they ask, are you a citizen? Are you a citizen? So I said, okay, I become a citizen. And yeah.
What was that process like?
It's okay. They give us a book and we have to study some question, and then that's it. We go and take a test. They ask some question, and if we get it right, we pass. I have to do it 2 times because the first time I didn't pass. So I go for the second time.
How did it feel to finally become a citizen of the United States?
I feel the same. I didn't feel anything. When I working in the school and they call me Yankee, and they said something and I forget what they said. But anyway, they call me Yankee. I said, what is Yankee? What? So I guess it's a good thing that I become a citizen.
How did you learn to speak English?
I learned in the camp, in Philippine camp, a little bit. And then in the United States, I study some more. So,
What were some of the things that helped you learn the language?
I hear people talking. When I learn in the Philippines, it's different pronunciation, different accent, I mean. So when I come to United States, it's different accent, so it's difficult. You have to learn it all over again.
What are the similarities and differences between your life in Cambodia and Amherst?
Different is if you live in Cambodia, in that whole street, in that almost in the town, everybody know you and you know each other. And you go to your neighbor eating lunch, eating dinner, you become close friend. They know your story. And I know their story. For here, you didn't even know your neighbor. You're on your own. You stay in your house. That is different.
Where did your family decide to live?
We decided to live there. We come to Amherst because Yeriam is calling us to come to live with her for mom, for grandma to live with her. She's alone here.
Do you guys still live close together?
Yes. We live 5 minutes from each other.
Is there a reason for that?
Yes. Yeah. It's easier to go back and forth with each other. We're still eating lunch, having fun. singing karaoke, drinking too much.
Do you enjoy that?
I don't. In our family, only 3 people. Hey, somebody over there need to listen for this. Only 3 family doing it and don't like it. Too much drinking.
Do you have any last memories you want to share?
Last memory. No, couldn't think of one right now.
How has your idea of happiness changed since the Khmer Rouge?
It's changed everything. When you first escaped from the Khmer Rouge, you said, okay, if I go someplace, freedom, not hearing any bad thing, and have a belly full of food, that's my freedom. That would be good enough for us because we never have a full belly of food. That's all we want, that's all we need. And then when we came, we have that. And then we don't have. My husband need a motorcycle, a moped actually. So Yay buy us him that. And then when we need to go to work and we call some friend to come pick us up, said, okay, we need a car. We need a car, and then, okay, that car is old, we have enough money to buy a better car, a newer car. Then keep going up, and then we said, okay, we have everything. It would be nice to have a house. Then would be complete. Then now we have that. So we all set. And now we have too much stuff. Too much.